The proposed House budget is full throttle reverse Robin Hood because it is giving $4.5 trillion in tax cuts mostly to the ultra rich while taking that money away from programs that help mostly the poor, Medicare, Medicaid, and SNAP. This paragraph right here from an NBC article sums it up pretty well. Before I go any further, let me remind you that Medicare and Medicaid only experience solvency issues because the rich already don't pay their fair share on their income. You and I pay a much higher percentage of our income into Medicare and Medicaid than people that own like 4 houses and a yacht. And I know there's going to be people out there that say, if we take this healthcare away or if we take this food assistance away, there's going to be other places that come in and fill in the gaps. No, there's not. There's not because there's not the money for it, and there's not because you can't do it at that big of a scale. There are already free and low-cost healthcare clinics that are closing because DOGE has messed with their access to funding. There are food banks that are having to pull back massively on their food distribution because the funding that they had been receiving during COVID that is still needed for people is no longer available to them. And if people can't get healthcare and they can't get food in a preventative manner, it's going to put pressure on institutions like mine, on safety net hospitals, which in turn will put pressure on the state, and it's going to make your taxes go up, or it's going to let people die. Personally, I think the billionaires are willing to just let people die. They don't need concentration camps. They don't need gas chambers because they have the American healthcare system and the holes that they have carved out into it. Budgets are moral documents, and this is full throttle reverse Robin Hood. And keep in mind, if people are needing these services in a time where we have very high rates of employment, it's going to be so much worse when tariffs and warmongering crash the economy. The good news is Republicans need all of their people on board in order to get this through the House. So if we can peel away even a few, we can stop this. So I am encouraging you to get on the phone right now and call and tell them not to pass the proposed House Republican budget. And if they do, then the blood of the poor will be on their hands. And for a group that calls themselves Christians, I don't think Jesus would like that very much.